The Good Company podcast. Where are my notes? I lost my notes. Oh, here they are. Welcome to the solo rampage. A little bit what's coming up. Um, First of all, what came up this week was Nepo babies. And I'm thinking about it for weeks as I heard this um, this phrase and this expression, which basically means kids born to kind of privileged environment, right? To parents with greater means, fame, or accomplishments. And I see how often we are using it in kind of derogatory way, and with kind of disgust, right? Oh my God, like a Nepo baby, another Nepo baby. And I was thinking about it, and I really think that we should stop doing that. I'm a parent, and as a parent, obviously, when you have a kid, you want to give them the best. You want to give them start ahead. You want to give them what you did not have and share with them any accomplishments you have. And actually, this conversation about Nepo babies came in because somebody mentioned to me that um, in their agency, the one of the owner's granddaughter or grandson is coming in to uh, work in an office, shadow somebody. And and the whole notion was like, oh, yet another Nepo baby. But the truth is that this person built this agency, this company, this imperium, whatever it is, and if they have opportunity to share it with their family member, with their generation that are following, they are going to do that. Obviously, there's different story when it comes to when you buy a college degree or entrance to the college for your kid. That's a different story. But if you have opportunity to open a door for your kid, you're going to do that as a parent in any circumstances. And if you are more privileged parent, let's be honest, there will be more doors to open and more opportunities to provide, and there is nothing weird, wrong, inappropriate about it, until obviously again it becomes inappropriate when you bribe somebody to advance your kid, right? That's different, completely different story. But when it comes to situation like mentioned, for example, right, like you own a company, I am doing what I'm doing, I'm building what I'm building because I have a dream. I don't know, Lila is pretty set in her ways, but I would love Senna to have a safe space to work, with her own way of being and own timing, and have a safe have a place to work and advance her career in some levels, right? That would be my greatest dream, to build something that she can be a part of, that she can be safe in, that she can be protected in. I don't think so. There's nothing wrong about it. And we really should stop this idea of like, oh my gosh, Nepo babies. And that's the way of life. As a parent, we are going to want to provide for our kids better, just normal, and I think that's the most natural thing. I think not natural thing is when you advance and you don't want to share it with your kids. I think this is weird. And whoever says, this billionaires, I'm not leaving anything to my kids, trust me, it's not true. If they did not leave them with amazing education, amazing connection, or some kind of mini trust somewhere, I don't believe that, oh, I don't leave my kids anything and I'm just putting everything to charity. Bullshit. So let's stop with Nepo babies. That's one thing that came up this week. The other thing, let's talk about energies of this week because they are insane. They are so intense. I've mentioned before, and a lot of people talk about it, and I really feel it that this March is just such an intense, like astrologically, energetically overall, just such an intense month. And this is just a reminder to you and me to not to not skip. This is not time to skip on any kind of routine that puts you in the balance, any kind of exercise, good healthy food, meditation, massage if you can, therapy session if you can, anything and everything, good sleep, base good sleep, being in nature, anything and everything that puts you in this good positive vibration mood and levels you up and keeps your nervous system, breath work in a healthy state. It's something not to skip this month. It came to me so strongly. I have a really challenging day the other day. First of all, I started with some information, some news that I'm not, I was waiting for some money that I supposed to get paid, and then they're not coming for another 6-8 weeks. Then I went to a study that I was part of at Northwestern University for 11 years. Amazing study when I was invited to it because my dad had a heart disease and I have a rare blood type and couple other parameters. Anyway, I was invited to that study when I was pregnant with Lila, and it's a study to collect data on heart disease, heart condition, and any cardiovascular information and data within women, for women. I don't know if you know that there is limited research done. There used to be on women because most of the research was done on men, and obviously the same data doesn't apply. We don't have the same body. We don't operate the same way. So it was like a really important thing to me to be a part of it. Yearly, checkups, yearly questionnaires, yearly tests, all kind of different tests. This year, it was also the research was extended to memory and memory loss and memory health and dementia or Alzheimer's, also within women. It's so amazing, right? On selfish side, I got yearly all these free tests. Like they tested my heart, they tested my veins, they tested all my all my vitamins and minerals levels and levels of everything else, hormones. So that was amazing, on the selfish level to get too for free. But I got into this appointment and I found out that this study is 90% defounded. So that was amazing in that day. 11 years, and just being upset with that, like what is the reasoning? It's so much data, so many years of everybody's work, such an important information. Cardiovascular heart disease are one of the number one killer of women in America. So how important it is to collect data to understand how to care better for women, what are this, different environmental, societal, genetical parameters that affect that. Anyway, that got canceled. I got super upset. Then my friend canceled on me, couldn't meet, and that triggered slightly bit of like rejection. Then whenever I went for next 2 hours, everybody was so mean, so rude, because I feel like they feel this energy, or I already created this energy within me that I was attracting stuff like this. But everybody was so disrespectful and mean and not nice to me. Then I decided to, okay, I'll just get a massage today because it's a day to like relax. And my massage place that is always open, always with walk-ins, was totally booked. I know, first world problems. But then I went home and there was a gigantic mess, both girls on devices, Arab doing who knows what, on his computer, and nobody's hearing me. So I, of course, lost it. And then I went to the car wash and I just screamed in the car wash, automatic car wash. I highly recommend it. I automatically felt better. And then I was driving to pick up girls and I saw this amazing mural with a woman with the seahorses in the back. And as you know, seahorses are my sign from my universe, from my ancestors, from my dad. Everything is going to be okay. You are on the right way. I don't know what does it mean that day, but I'm just sharing that, sometimes we have this day and these days. And that's why I'm talking about this is not the time to skip on those routines, because I was thinking like, okay, I'll just stop and meditate for a minute. I'll stop and do a little breathing. I'll go for this massage stories. And I did not do all of that. And I think that's why the energy of that day and how I felt was so much worse. That's why I'm talking about not skipping this during these days, or tripling during days when you feel that the day is challenging, tripling on that work, which I actually didn't do. But the good news is, I was thinking about it, that, usually after a day like this, it will took me a few days to recover. I would went to like a the victim slash pain bath couple days. But no, next day I was like, you know what, let's go. I will do my my routine in the morning, and I'll take care of myself, and day was much, much better. So don't skip on your routines. And on that note, and that chaotic, awful energy we are in now, not awful, just challenging. A great time to look at all the shadows, all the triggers that are popping up for you. Such a good time to understand, right? Like this people being rude to me, this study that gave me some kind of validation, this friend that's supposed to meet me that gave me some kind of validation. All that show me is that it was testing me for my self-worth, right? Not getting the self-worth from outside. What people do to me, with me on their own, is their thing. My self-worth, how I feel, about myself, only comes out from me. And that's what this day, as challenging as it was reaffirming this within me. um did I like fully grasp it at the moment during day happening? No. But day later, I think it's still good. Okay, and then the last, in the context of this challenging times, challenging energies and chaotic energies, is really when I meditate, and when I just like calm myself down, and I can truly feel things. Like what really, really strongly comes to me is that despite this chaos in environment, societal, communities, different countries, political, this is the greatest time to be alive. Trust me. It just comes to me so strongly that, despite all of these challenges, it's all about, creating, using these amazing technologies, amazing opportunities we have to create, to heal, to grow, to build things. I don't think so ever in our existence we had more opportunities to do so. So despite all this chaos, despite all these difficulties that are not something to be, dismissed and just bypass and be like, oh, this is a great time of life, here is a struggle or war. No, like, again, let's feel our initial feelings. Let's let them digest, but also remember that those times are so potent for creation, for healing, for growth. During the pandemic, studies show that there was the biggest growth when it comes to new brands, new companies, and millionaires, and people creating things. So challenging times are really a catharsis, I believe, to really push ourselves to the next level. And it's really comes to me strongly each time I go into my little meditation, like, oh my gosh, despite all of it, and my life is not easy too. And it's the greatest time to be alive. I hope you feel it. I hope you take advantage with it with me. And this podcast are reminders as much as to you as to me. And I always like to say a reminder, because it's something that we all know, that's something that we all have within us, this knowledge, this wisdom, and just sometimes we have to be reminded about it. So cheers to the greatest time alive, to be alive. And until the next time, love and light.